نحمده ونصلي ونسلم على سيدنا ومولانا محمد رسول النبي الأمين المكين الحنين الكريم الرؤوف الرحيم. Let me again come to the subject of Haqiqatul Iman, the reality of Iman. We were talking about Holy Prophet ﷺ. Let us now come to the subject of the Muhabba of Almighty Allah. Then again we will come to the position of Holy Prophet ﷺ. It is Haqiqatul Iman. And now I am quoting it again so that it may help you during your stay in your camp. And it may help you in achievement and attainment of the objectives of the camp, Al-Hidayah. So you may become the real and true recipients of Al-Hidayah. I am quoting Hadith. And this Hadith is from Harith bin Malik al-Ansari. And the same is reported by Sayyidina Anas ibn Malik radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. And this Hadith has been narrated has been reported by Imam ibn Abi Shaybah fil Musannaf, volume 6, page 170. Hadith number is 30,425. 30,425 in Musannaf ibn Abi Shaybah. Then the same hadith is reported by Imam Bayhaqi in Shu'abul Iman, volume 7, page 363. Same hadith has been reported by Imam Bazzar in his Musnad. Same has been reported by Imam Haythami in his book Majma'uz Zawaid. Allah. And same is reported by Imam Tabarani and many other Aimma of hadith. And Huzur Data Ganjbakhsh Ali Hujweri also starts in his book Kashful Mahjub the chapter of Haqiqatul Iman, the reality of Iman, from same hadith which I am going to quote. Huzur Data Ganjbakhsh Sayyidina Ali al-Hujweri, he quotes the same hadith in the beginning of his chapter Haqiqatul Iman, the reality of Iman. Holy Prophet hadith is like this, that this companion Harith bin Abdullah, some of the Aimma of hadith say his name is Harisa. Some say his name was Haris Ansari. He was a young. Now, my young daughters and young sons and daughters, look at this young man in the days of Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And the main objective of your staying here in this camp should be to get some reflection of his personality in your young life. Try to get some reflection of Harisa. Remember my words in your ear always. Try to get some reflection of Harisa in your life. What are the reflections which I want to transform into you? It was early in the morning after Fajr prayer that he met Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He came in front of Holy Prophet all of a sudden. Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam saw him, this young man, Harisa al-Ansari, and he asked him, Qala, kaifa asbahta ya Haris? O Haris, how did you find your morning? How did you get up in this morning? And how did you realize your morning? Harisa says, Qala, asbahtu mu'minan haqqa. I am at present, just for your introduction, so I am quoting from my own hadith, the book of hadith which I have compiled. But I have already given you the original reference. This book, Minhaj-ul-Quran, which I have compiled, this has come into existence, so this has been compiled. This kind of book, comprehensive on subject of hadith, comprehensive on all, each and every necessary aspect of Aqidah, Iman, A'mal, Ibadat, the social and civil behaviors, and the Fada'il, each and every necessary aspect of Aqidah, Iman, Amal, Ibadat, Mu'amalat, pertaining to the life in this world and pertaining to the life in the next world. So this kind of comprehensive but a concise book of 1/7 volume is coming now. This book would be in 2 volumes. So this has been compiled after 700 years in our history. The first book available, first book on this of this nature, first book that was written by Imam Nawawi, Riyaz-ul-Salihin, which was quite earlier. Then the second book, a comprehensive book, taking all important matters into the orbit of the book. The second book was written by Khatib Imam Tabrizi. Its name is Mishkatul Masabih. Normally you say Mishkat Sharif. 700 years have passed after that. Many books were compiled. Many books were compiled, but on specific subjects, on specific points, on specific areas. But a book comprehensive like Mishkat Sharif or other books which were written in Siyasita period. So 700 years after Mishkatul Masabi, this is the first book which has appeared in the Ummah of Holy Prophet. Al-Minhaj-ul-Quran. Inshallah, this will be the 2 volumes, and the next volume, when it is the next edition, it is coming along with the verses also. Every chapter will contain the relevant verses and then ahadith. Every chapter, relevant verses on the subject and then ahadith, along with all references, substantiated with all references and tahqiq of the books of hadith. We have done it. And the next book on hadith, which is coming now, that would be of 10 volumes, containing of 10,000 ahadith. This would be one of the biggest collection after the original sources of the books of hadith in the last 8 to 100 years or to 1,000 years of the Ummah. About 800 years, one of the biggest collection and compilation on hadith after the original books written by Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal and Imam Bukhari and Muslim and Imam Tabarani and Imam Bazzar and Imam Bayhaqi. After those periods, this would be the biggest compilation ever in the history of Islam. It is coming within a couple of years. Half of the work is already done. So now I have kept myself busy in accomplishment and finalizing all these things, so that the things which are on my shoulder, I should fulfill that for the next coming centuries and at least for next 1,000 years of Ummah. So this Holy Prophet asked him, how did you find your morning? He said, Asbahtu mu'minan haqqa. I realized my morning with reality of Iman. He said, I found my morning dipped into the ocean of reality of Iman. Full of reality of Iman. My morning was full of reality of Iman. Holy Prophet ﷺ said, فَقَالَ أُنْظُرْ مَا تَقُولُ O Harisa. He said, have you thought? What have you said? Take care of your words. He said, فَإِنَّ لِكُلِّ شَيْءٍ حَقِيقَةٌ فَمَا حَقِيقَةُ إِيمَانِكَ. Holy Prophet ﷺ said, there is a reality for everything. Everything has a reality. He asked, so what is the reality of your Iman? What do you think? What do you consider? What do you appreciate? That what is the reality of Iman? You are saying that I have visualized my morning full of reality of Iman. So what is reality of your Iman? He said, reality of my Iman as I have appreciated and realized. Will Prophet ask, do you have realization of reality of your Iman? He said, yes, I have realized. And reality of my Iman is, he said, قَالَ عَزَفَتْ نَفْسِي عَنِ الدُّنْيَا. I have, he said, three things. Now get absorbed in the coming sentences of Harisa in order to get some reflection. Your mind should get absorbed in this. Your heart should get absorbed. Your hearings, your understanding, your visualizing, all capacities should get absorbed what Harisa said to Holy Prophet ﷺ. He said, Ya Rasulullah, Azafat nafsi anid dunya. I have disassociated my body from the rests of this world. There are three meanings of Azafat nafsi. I have disassociated my body, the same thing which I have discussed before. The objective of your camp. You are here to change you. Are you ready to change? Are you ready? And are you ready to get some pain? To taste the play, enjoy the players. So Harisa is the one who enjoyed the player through pains. He enjoyed the player through pain. He enjoyed the player of association through disassociation. Harisa is one who enjoyed the pleasure of association, who enjoyed the beauty of association through disassociation. Harisa is the one who enjoyed the taste of attachment through detachment. Harisa is the one, the pupils of Holy Prophet, one of the pupils, students of Holy Prophet, who enjoyed and tasted the taste of being with someone through cutting himself from everyone. He said, Azafat nafsi anid dunya. I have disassociated my body from the rests of the world, seeking of the rest in this world. Number two, I have detached my heart. I have detached my heart from the lusts of this world. I have detached my heart from the lust of this world. And I have renunciated myself from myself. I have renunciated, disassociated, detached myself from my own being. From all, I have cut myself from my wishes, or from wishes. I have taken myself out of the wishes, out of the lusts. I have taken myself away quite far from the wishes and lusts of this world. Azafat nafsi anid dunya. I have emptied my heart from love of the world, likings of the world, preferences of the world, wishes of the world, pleasures of the world. So I have detached myself from the pleasures of this world. Then Holy Prophet said, then what happened? Then he said, since I have repented from the love of the world, since I have entered into the valley of repentance, since I have entered into the valley of renunciation, since I have entered into the valley of seclusion, since I have entered into the valley of detachment and disassociation from these worldly and loves and wishes of soul and wishes of ego. Right from that day, second thing which he is saying, Ashartu layli. Right from that day, I keep sitting the whole night. I can't sleep. He says, right from that time, since I cut myself off from these pleasures, worldly, materialistic, material, ethereal pleasures, since from that time I keep sitting the whole night. My nights have become sleepless. Can't you exercise and can't you feel the same condition which Harisa is feeling? Try to feel in your heart. He says, since that time, my nights have become sleepless. Sleep has gone away. I have divorced, sleep has divorced me. A separation has occurred between me and my sleep. And my nights have become sleepless. I keep sitting the whole night sleeplessly. My dear sons and sisters, for whom? Sleep is for the body. And sleeplessness is for the beloved. Sleep is for the body, for bodily pleasure. And sleeplessness is for the beloved. So he says that my nights have become sleepless. And the third thing he says was ma'tu nahari. And when the night ends and the day starts, the whole day I remain thirsty. The whole day I remain thirsty. The whole night I remain sleepless, and the whole day I remain thirsty. The question is, the thirst of what? Since that day, when I have become disassociated with worldly association, so my nights have become sleepless, and my days have become thirsty. I remain thirsty the whole day. The question is, thirst of what? Not that he is not drinking water the whole day. No, thirst of the night to come again. Because night is the best time to drink. Night is the best time to drink. Night is the best time to be with the beloved. Night is the best time to receive the blessings. And night is the best time to receive the pleasures of nearness. And night is the best time to receive the pleasures of the company of the beloved. And the beloved, Allah, my Lord, gives me the cups of His wine of His love. Holy Prophet ﷺ once said, he was fasting continuously, and the companions also was fasting continuously. And Holy Prophet saw them, they had become weak and their faces pale. He said, what has happened to you? They said, Ya Rasulullah, for so many times we watch you and we are also fasting continuously. Holy Prophet ﷺ said, Abitu inda rabbi yut'imuni wa yaskini ayyukum misli lastu kahayatikum. Who is similar to me amongst you? I am not similar to anyone. Holy Prophet said, you know, I spend night with my Lord. I spend my night in company of my Lord, and He gives me food to eat and drinks to drink. He makes me eat and drink with His own hands. So here He says, whatever I get for drinking during night, that taste makes me thirsty the whole day. And when the day starts, the whole day I remain upset, and the whole day I remain waiting for night again to come quickly, and everybody goes to his bed, one's bed, and then I come on Musalla and start my sleepless night in the company of my beloved Lord. He said, these are the three things, basis of reality of my Iman. So first of all, you have to give sacrifice of your bodily requirements, physical requirements and needs, sacrifice. This here is the point where jihad starts and mujahadah starts. Then Holy Prophet ﷺ, he is telling Holy Prophet, Ya Rasulullah, since I have fulfilled these three conditions, now what has happened? كَأَنِّي أَنْظُرُ عَرْشَ رَبِّي بَارِزًا. Almighty Allah's arsh has been unveiled. All curtains have been removed, and I feel as if I am seeing the arsh of Almighty Allah apparently, nakedly, with my own eyes. وَكَأَنِّي أَنْظُرُ إِلَىٰ أَهْلِ الْجَنَّةِ يَتَغَابَرُونَ فِيهَا. And I feel as if I am watching the people in Jannah meeting one another. So Jannah is unveiled in front of my eyes, and arsh of Allah is unveiled. The curtains are removed in front of from my eyes. And then Holy Prophet ﷺ, after listening to him, said, Ya Harisu, Arafta falzam thalasa. He said, Oh Haris, you have really got the reality of Iman. Stick to it and get hold of it. Remain steadfast. Remain attached to it. Steadfastly, constantly, you have really got the reality of Iman. This is what Holy Prophet ﷺ said. So this camp, along with the correction of Aqidah, is to impart three things in you. The correction of Aqidah, along with that, I told one sohbah, second thing Mujahadah, and third thing adab. Adab is the beauty of behavior, how to behave with Allah. Adab is how to behave with Allah. How to behave with His beloved Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. There are 4 levels of adab. And how to behave with his awliya, his friends. And 4, how to behave with human beings. Your own brothers, sisters, parents and friends. There are 4 essential ingredients of adab. And you have to learn 3 things at least from this, along with the aqidah. 4 things. Correction of your aqidah. Number 2, the adab, reverence, the beauty of behavior. The beauty of behavior with Allah. The beauty of behavior with Holy Prophet. The beauty of behavior with awliya and the saints and the pious people, the friends of Almighty Allah. And the beauty of behavior with other human beings. This is adab. And tasawwuf is the whole sum of adab, which I told yesterday. If you ask in nutshell, what is tasawwuf? Tasawwuf is the whole sum of adab. The totality of adab is tasawwuf. The comprehensive entity of adab is tasawwuf. So that's why this is a part of the beauty of Aqidah. So beauty of Aqidah is tasawwuf too. Adab. And as I told, here is Imam Abdul Wahab Sha'rani. I'm quoting from his book Al-Anwar Al-Qudsiyya. Al-Anwar Al-Qudsiyya. The divine lights. What does it mean? The divine lights. Imam Abdul Wahab Sha'rani. He quotes, first thing, as I told, that was sohbah, we have finished. Second thing I told, the mujahadah, which you have learned through this camp. How to take pain to taste the pleasure. Imam Sharani quotes that all awliya and the saints of the Ummah of Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam are unanimous on four things. There can be no mujahadah. There can be no mujahadah. And allazina jahadu fina lanahdiyannahum subulana. Those who do mujahadah in our way for ourselves, we open the path of hidayah only for them. Only for them. Allazina jahadu fina lanahdiyannahum subulana. Those who perform mujahadah in our way for us, Allah says, we open the path of al-hidayah and we open the path leading to the destination only for those. Imam Sharani says, all awliya and saints of Ummah of Holy Prophet ﷺ are undisputedly unanimous on this point that there can be no mujahadah except with four things. The basic constituent elements of mujahadah are four. The basic constituent elements of mujahadah are four. Number one, say al-ju, al-uzla, as-sahar, wa qillatul kalam. He say four are the basic constituent ingredients of al-mujahadah. And mujahadah is the state, spiritual effort, which leads you to the destination, which opens the door of nearness of Almighty Allah, which gives you the taste and delicious taste of the nearness and love and friendship of Almighty Allah, which Harisa al-Ansari got. Four things. One, he says, is hunger. If you want to try the delicious taste of love of Allah and friendship of Allah and to be in His company, then he says the first step is hunger. Take the pain of hunger, accept and kiss the pain of hunger. And second, al-uzla, and then accept and receive the pain of seclusion, of detachment, of disassociation with people in your heart, and as much as possible. And Islam doesn't say go in the jungles and in the caves. No, this is disassociation of heart. Disassociation of the detachment of your inner self, of your feeling, of your loves. So he said the second thing is al-uzla. Enjoy the seclusion with Allah for Allah. Because disassociation is the only way which leads you to the association with Almighty Allah. Two. And third thing is restlessness. Take the pain of restlessness. Take the pain of restlessness. Learn how to live a restless spiritual life. Restlessness is for body and pleasure ultimately is a response. Pleasure for your soul and your heart and your spirit. This is a sale and purchase. This is a business. Pay the price in the form of restlessness and receive the pleasure of your heart from Almighty Allah. He is doing business with you. He says, send me the price of restlessness, I will give you the beautiful thing, and that is the pleasure with divinity. Enjoy and dance in divinity. Go in state of ecstasy and look at those who close their eyes and just see something which nobody can see. Look at those who disassociate themselves and in that moment get associated with the home who nobody can perceive. This is through pain of restlessness. And fourth is pain of silence. Pain of silence. Just speak where it is necessary for deen, for Allah, for Prophet. And don't talk of futility, futile thing, useless thing, irrelevant thing. Keep silent. So he says, these are the four elements which constitute together al-Mujahadah. So as-Suhbah is the first objective of your camp. The first al-Aqidah I told you. First is al-Aqidah. And second as-Suhbah, al-Mujahadah. And the third thing I told is al-Adab, the beauty of behavior. Al-Adab, the beauty of behavior. And now let us ask Shaykh Imam Abu Ali ad-Daqqaq, what is the al-Adab, the beauty of behavior? So Imam Sharani quotes that Adab is ad-Dawam ma'Allah, the beauty of behavior with Allah, the beauty of behavior with Holy Prophet, the beauty of behavior with awliya and salihin, and beauty of behavior with the human beings. And he said, Shaykh Abu Ali ad-Daqqaq, one of the great saints of ancient times, of the early ages and early centuries of Islam, he said, Yasilul abdu bi ibadatihi ila al-jannah, وَلَا يَصِلُ إِلَىٰ حَضْرَةِ رَبِّهِ إِلَّا بِالْعَدَبِ. Shaykh Abu Ali ad-Daqqaq says that a man can enter into paradise, the gardens of paradise, gardens of heaven, with ibadah. Ibadah leads a man to Jannah, but doesn't lead a man, ibadah doesn't lead a man to the nearness of Allah. He says that ibadah takes you to the Jannah and adab takes you to the nearness of Allah. Adab takes you to the company of Allah. Adab takes you to the association of Allah. So how fortunate are those who combine the both in their life, al-ibadah and adab. Ibadah and adab. And there is no perfection of Iman without combination of adab and ibadah. So significance of adab, let us ask from Imam Shafi'i. Imam Shafi'i is being quoted by Imam Sha'rani. Imam Shafi'i says, قال لي الإمام مالك يا محمد. Muhammad means Ya Muhammad bin Idris al-Shafi'i. Imam Shafi'i's name is Muhammad, and he was student of Imam Malik. And he stayed under Imam Malik for study for a couple of years in Medina Tayyibah. And Imam Shafi'i says, my Shaykh and my Imam, Imam Malik said, O Muhammad bin Shafi'i, Muhammad bin Idris al-Shafi'i said, Ij'al ilmaka milha wa adabaka daqiqa. He said, Shafi'i, you are here to learn, to get knowledge. Imam Malik said me, make your knowledge like a salt and make your adab like the flour. So how much salt you put in flour? How much salt? To prepare the bread, how much salt you put in flour? This much? This much? This much? Tell me. Tell me with your hands, all of you. Just this much. Imam Malik said, O Shafi'i, your knowledge should be like salt and your adab should be like flour. This should be the percentage and this should be the recipe, this should be the ratio between adab and ilm. Now, Imam Abdul Rahman bin Qasim, he says, Imam Abdul Rahman bin Qasim says that I stayed in the company of Imam Malik for 20 years and I studied under him. I got his company and sohbah for 20 years. 20 سنة وكان منها 18 سنة في تعليم الأدب وسنتان في تعليم العلم. Imam Abdul Rahman bin Qasim says that I spent 20 years under Imam Malik in Medina, and Imam Malik taught me adab for 18 years. He went on teaching me adab, just the subject of adab. He taught me for 18 years, and the remaining 2 years he taught me al-ilm only for 2 years. Al-ilm means hadith and all kinds and branches of the knowledge of Sharia. He says, just Imam Malik spent 2 years in teaching ilm to me, and he spent 18 years in teaching adab to me. And then, subhanallah, Imam Abdul Rahman bin Qasim says, now when I have reached an age of maturity and I have passed through all valleys and I have seen the facts, the realities and the impacts and the results of each and every branch of knowledge and adab and everything, now I have come to conclusion and I feel sorry. He says, I feel sorry that why did I spend those 2 years for ilm? I would have spent those 2 years also for adab. But those people are in search of adab, who have fallen in love with Almighty Allah and His Holy Prophet. Their whole knowledge is converted into adab. He said, I feel sorry, I regret why I spent these 2 years for ilm. I would have spent these 2 years also for getting adab. فَلَيْتَنِي جَعَلْتُ الْعِشْرِينَ كُلَّهَا أَدَبًا. I would have spent all of these 20 years just for receiving adab for Imam Malik. And look at Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal. I am quoting you references of all of the 4 Imams. Look at Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal. When he became student of Imam Muhammad bin Idris al-Shafi'i, when he adopted Imam Shafi'i as his Shaykh in ilm. So what did he used to do? Imam Shafi'i used to travel sitting on the horse. And Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal never sat behind him on the horse. Imam Shafi used to travel, and this is how the people became Imam of the Ummah. This is how they became Imams. And now today you quote them as authority. They don't, my dear sons and daughters, they don't become Imam just with very soft lives. They don't become Imams with soft lives. They sacrificed every rest and every lust, 2 things, rest and lust of their life to gain something. So Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal used what he used to do. He used to hold his feet, the place, and he used to run with the horse. And Imam Shafi used to speak, give his speech on the knowledge of various subjects, and he used to write down on his notebook while walking or running along with the horse. And then there was a great Imam of Hadith, Imam Yahya bin Ma'in. A great Imam of Hadith, Yahya bin Ma'in. And his position, the A'imma of science of Hadith, Imam Asqalani and Imam Zahabi and Khatib Baghdadi and Imam Nawawi, the great authorities of Hadith, they write that Imam Yahya bin Ma'in was a man that nobody had that much collection of hadith as Imam Yahya bin Ma'in had. And he is among the shuyukh of Bukhari and Muslim and Tirmidhi and all authorities. So first Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal used to sit in his company. He used to sit in his company. Then Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal left him. When he got the company of Imam Muhammad bin Idris al-Shafi'i, he left. And he spent all his time each day and night, morning and evening in company of Imam Shafi'i. And when this news reached to Imam Yahya bin Ma'in that Ahmad bin Hanbal, he runs along with the horse with Imam Shafi'i. So he sent a message. He said, "Oh Ahmad bin Hanbal, the great Imam and scholar, what are you doing? You don't come to us now. You have left us and you have joined a villager. You have joined a villager and left our company." Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal sent a message to him. He said, "Imam Yahya bin Ma'in, I had a great respect for you, but I love, you should once come to see Imam Muhammad bin Idris Shafi'i and just listen once to him. I think the other room is vacant, the second side of the house for you. You will also start running on the left side along with me. You have not enjoyed the company of these people." So this is Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal. And whenever any student used to come to him for studying, Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal never started the study and lessons for him. The very first night, no gradual process. The very first night, he used to put water for tahajjud for him during night. And bath in the morning. If the water was still there, he used to say, "Goodbye, go. If you can't get up for the pre-dawn prayer for tahajjud, and you can't make your night sleepless, then what do you have to do with the knowledge of hadith? If you can make your night sleepless, and you can wake up for the Allah's remembrance during the night, then there is justification for you to learn." So the knowledge, true knowledge, comes through adab and comes through ibadah. And the same Imam Abul Hussain Nuri said, and same Imam Ibrahim al-Khawas said, and each and every Imam has been saying the same thing, repeating the same lesson. That you have to commit adab for Allah. You have to achieve the beauty of your behavior with Holy Prophet, as the companions used to do. When Holy Prophet ﷺ used to do his wudu, ablution, it is in Sahih Bukhari, Muslim, Tirmidhi, everywhere. Unanimous hadith, muttafaq alayh. Companions used to rush, and they used to receive each and every single drop of the water used by Holy Prophet ﷺ, and they used to rub that water on their face and on their chests. Even a single drop of water, they never allowed to fall down. If Holy Prophet ﷺ called a barber to cut his hair, it is in hadith of Bukhari Sharif, Hazrat Abu Hurairah is the reporter, all the companions look at the Maidan, the field of Hudaybiyah. All companions, they used to move around as if they were doing tawaf of Kaaba. And they used to get each and every hair of Holy Prophet ﷺ from the hand of the barber. And Khalid bin Walid had put the hair in his cap. Everybody having the hair of Holy Prophet. And after Holy Prophet, they used to do tawassul of the hair of Holy Prophet. They used to put the hair of Holy Prophet in water, and the patient used to drink and they get shifa. This was their adab with them, with Holy Prophet ﷺ. And I have already described, this was their adab with awliya. I know because I am finishing the subject. According to Aqidah, I couldn't touch the tawassul matter, intermediation. I couldn't touch the intercession matter. I couldn't touch the other thing, i'tiqad bil awliya was salihin. I am just finishing on muhabba and adab. And I think everything, and inshallah, will come through this process. Because I have to now finish now. Last thing which I want to tell, that look at two great Imams, Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal, and finally Imam Azam Abu Hanifa, our Imam. Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal used to sit in the company of Bishr al-Hafi. Imam Shaykh Bishr al-Hafi, the naked footman, naked footed. He was a great saint of Baghdad. The great saint of Baghdad. Huzur Tata Ghanibakht Ali al-Hujwari has quoted in Kashful-Mahjub and many other Aimma and great authorities and saints in their books, in Tazkiratul Khawas and in Tabaqat, in other books too, and in Hilya, and in Tabaqat al-Sughra. So he used to sit in the company of Imam al-Shaykh Bishr al-Hafi, and he used to walk with naked foot. He was just like a majzoub, a faqir, a darwish. Some people asked Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal, rather they objected, "O Imam of your time, all thousands of people, they come to you from east and west to get the knowledge of Sharia, to get the news of Sharia from you. We can't understand why do you go to Bishr al-Hafi and what you get from him?" He said, "You are right in thinking. Let me tell something to you." He says, "The knowledge of Sharia, I have the better knowledge of Sharia. And the one who sent Sharia, Bishr al-Hafi, has better knowledge of him than me. You come to me to get knowledge of Sharia, and I go to him to get knowledge of the Lord who sent the Sharia. He knows him better, and I know the Sharia better. Allah. He knows him better. So whenever all people, they go away, and I find a moment of seclusion, I go near, closer to Imam Bishr al-Hafi, and I ask, "Oh Bishr al-Hafi, tell me some news about my Lord. Tell me some news. Tell me something about my Lord." This is what Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal used to say. "Tell me something about my Lord." And this Imam Bishr al-Hafi, once a lady in hijab came to Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal, a lady in hijab, and she asked a question, a mas'ala of Sharia. He asked, "Oh Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal, I have a question to ask you." He said, "Ask." She said, "My question is that I make thread out of the cotton on my roof of my house, and I have a small lamp, and I go on making the threads. Sometimes the procession of the king walks through the streets, and they have very, very big lamps in their hands. So it is quite, the whole roof is illuminated till the whole procession passes away. At that time, my speed is increased because of the light. So the thread which I make during that time, earning of that from through that thread is halal for me or not? Is it halal for me or not?" Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal wept. He started weeping and crying. He stood up. He said, "Oh lady, I will tell you the answer later. First you tell me who you are. Asking me this kind of question in this world, who you are?" She replied, "I am addressing especially my daughters and my sons." She replied, "I am sister of Hazrat Bishr al-Hafi." She replied, "I am sister of Hazrat Bishr al-Hafi." Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal cried. He said, "Yes, you are truly entitled to ask this question. Nobody else in this world." These were the great Imams of Ilm, and they were the students of the great awliya and saints of their time. And when this Shaykh Bishr al-Hafi died, the first day in the morning, some of the wali of Baghdad, some of the awliya, someone, he saw stool of some cow in some street, and when he saw this, he recited, "Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un." He said, "Why?" He said, "Bishr al-Hafi has died this night." Their students asked, how did you come to know? He said, Bishr al-Hafi was friend of Allah. And the animals were shy of him. The animals always used to respect him. Since he used to walk on the street of Baghdad with naked feet, so no animal did ever urinate on this earth. He never passed through the stool of this. The animals should go, they used to go quite far, miles away from the city of Baghdad, in order to keep the feet of Bishr al-Hafi free and free of this dust and this dirt. They always had a respect and reverence for Bishr al-Hafi. Today, this humiliation and this stool says that Bishr al-Hafi has passed away. And now, finally, the last thing, look at Imam Azam Abu Hanifa, the great Imam of Ummah, an Imam of Imams. You will find the name of Shaykh Bahlul al-Majzub, and the people used to say him Bahlul al-Majnoon, Bahlul the mad. Bahlul, the people used to say him the mad person. That is Bahlul. So you will find the name of Shaykh Bahlul al-Majnoon in Shuyukh, in the Shuyukh of Imam Azam Abu Hanifa. He was one of the Shaykhs of Imam Azam Abu Hanifa. So the question is, what branch of knowledge Imam Azam Abu Hanifa used to go and learn from Shaykh Bahlul al-Majnoon, the mad, the people used to say mad. What branch, what science of knowledge and Sharia he used to go and learn from him? He had no other speciality and command on any other branch of Sharia except the knowledge of Ishq of Allah. So he used to go to him and learn the lessons of Ishq. He used to go and learn the lessons of Muhabbah with Allah. He used to go and learn the pleasures of being in company of Almighty Allah. So his name appears in the list of his shuyukh. Any book you may take on Imam Azam Abu Hanifa, al-Book Imam Mawfiq al-Makki, and Imam Qadri, Manaqib al-Imam al-Azam, or any book you take. So nobody became great without three things: the correct Aqidah, then Suhbah of the pious people and the blessed people, then Mujahadah, painstaking in their life to get the pleasure, and Al-Adab, the beauty of their behavior with Allah and with the Prophet and with awliya and with the human beings. So when you develop this link with Holy Prophet ﷺ, you get intermediation of Holy Prophet in this life or in life hereafter, and you get intercession of Holy Prophet ﷺ. And intermediation and intercession is unanimously, undisputedly established through Bukhari, Muslim, thousands of hadiths. I have compiled 2 books of hadith, one on hadith on Shifa'ah, intercession, one book on tawassul, and I have compiled, collected 300 hadiths on intercession and 400 hadiths on 300 hadiths on intermediation and 400 hadiths on intercession from Bukhari and Muslim. And this is in Holy Quran and this is in Hadith. And there is no doubt of shirk in intercession, tawassul and shafa or intermediation. This was the practice of companions, practice of the scholar, practice of awliya, and this will be the practice of all prophets on the day of judgment. Everybody will go on the door of Holy Prophet to ask for intercession. And everybody will have the means of intermediation from Holy Prophet ﷺ to reach to Almighty Allah. Because he promised, وَلَسَوْفَ يُؤْتِيكَ رَبُّكَ فَتَرْضَىٰ, O my beloved Prophet, I will bless my showers and pleasure on you. I will give you so much, I will give you so much, and I will go on, keep giving you so much till you say with your own mouth, oh my Lord, I am happy and satisfied now. So my sons and daughters, so we finish this subject of today at this time. Almighty Allah, we pray He may give and He may bless us with this understanding and true concept of Deen and Sharia and Iman. وَمَا عَلَيْنَا إِلَّا الْبَلَاغُ.